Personally, I feel Radio Voice is a fresh story with a lot of ambition, but it might have worked better if split into different parts because a lot of things were happening, making it difficult to grasp the exact story they were trying to tell. We start this movie thinking it's about two radio station mavericks, Mr. Ogene Karu, played by RMD, and his lovely wife of 15 years, Mayowa, played by Mr. Ikpe Etim. But no, actually, Mayowa falls sick to cancer and passes away. So she's out of the way, but not before indirectly handing over her husband to one of the staff in her radio station. Blessing, played by Damilola Adegbite.
Do not misplace your key, so you can come in anytime.
This thing remained confusing to me till the end. Weird, I tell you. Or maybe I just don't understand it. 2 years after Mayowa's death, Uche, played by Nancy Isime, then comes in. Nancy has a 10-year-old child, fathered by a deadbeat, played by Timini. Uche is portrayed as a sex worker in this movie, like she stands by the road to get clients who pay her 4,000 naira only. One client even paid her 500 naira, but somehow her daughter is enrolled in a school where the school fees is 2 million naira. Nancy is not a graduate and has never had a real good paying job. She speaks of getting paid 15,000 naira at her last job, but somehow she has an apartment which in legal standards cannot be less than 1 million naira. And the car as well. It's not in perfect shape though, but Chelsea, come on now. I'm not even gonna lie, but I was confused through this movie. I wouldn't say it is a bad movie as it's the cup of tea of many, but if I was going to give it a common sense rating, because tell me why Mr. Karu sees Nancy Isime's child at the reception of the radio station and suddenly recalls how he and his wife talked about adopting before she died. Nancy's daughter is 10 years old. She is just a normal child. There is nothing apparently special about this child to spark an "oh, I always wanted a child" moment. But RMD walks in, sees her in the reception, and is moved. If this child in this reception was a baby, it would have made more sense because it would be like seeing a cute baby and then going, "oh." Or are they saying that in the 2 years since his wife passed, he was moved and touched by every 10-year-old child he met randomly? As if that was not enough. A few scenes later, this man, who was just a stranger to Nancy Isime and her daughter, offers to drop them at their house. Okay, not bad. But then, he is seen in the literal next scene, inside their room, after talking the girl into sleep, after reading her a bedtime story. I don't know how you can go from being a stranger to entering my child's room in a matter of hours. Yes, RMD and the child became friends at the radio station, but it still does not make sense. I'm also not sure any foundation could have been laid to make it make sense. Stranger to father figure in matter of minutes or hours does not really truly work. So back to the movie. Like I said, lots of things were happening in this movie. Timini, on one hand, is a rich kid, highly irresponsible as well. He falls into some big mess and is being threatened by a bad guy played by Blossom Chukwujeko. Oh, there's Andy, played by Dayami as well. He's an OAP who has worked at the radio station for 12 years. He's highly ambitious, but only thinks about his personal gain and not the company's. And yeah, he's also trying to take over the company. So I think that's enough introduction to all the characters. I tried not to give too much away. All what I said, you'll probably be able to find it in the trailer. For what I liked, the movie showed the intense dynamics of working at a radio station. How OAPs get to work by 5 a.m. to prepare for their morning show and leave by 1 a.m. the next morning. The acting was good, like both the adult and kid actors killed it. What I did not like in this movie, I did not like the romance between RMD and Damilola. This might be personal bias, but I cringed each time they kissed. I did not feel the chemistry. This is not even about me. If you watch the movie, you will understand, because tell me how from the beginning of the movie, you showed no signs of affection. You were even trolling the woman's food. And then towards the ending, we are seeing you say that you like the woman and you're even going extra lengths to prove that you like the woman. She saw him as a grieving man and she was trying to help him get back on his feet, like a mentor-mentee situation. There were also discrepancies in the movie. Mayowa, the late wife of Mr. Karo, passed on 2 years ago. Everyone kept saying it. They showed it in the movie. 2 years ago, 2 years later. It was also said that Andy has worked in the radio station for 12 years, and also that Andy has worked with Mayowa, or had worked with Mayowa, who has been dead for 2 years. for 12 years. It's not a big deal though, but I went online and I saw that Radio Voice is supposed to be a story of second chances, purpose, and finding the courage to speak, even when the world tries to silence you. Did they follow this? Well, kind of. But if you ask me to give a synopsis, I would say Radio Voice is about a radio station owner navigating grief after losing his wife.